Oh, wait a minute. Last but not least, this was on my list. Bill Clinton. I told you it was only going to take them having to get out of the South. Bill Clinton labeled the past 7 years as awful. And this is a video that I'm actually going to play for you.
Congressman from California.
Yeah, no, I don't want you. There's a video of him speaking today where he labeled the past 7 years, and then kind of tangentially or as a side note or as an afterthought, he lumped in the previous 8 years before that, speaking of President Bush's term. But he labeled the past almost 16 years as awful, essentially throwing President Obama under the bus. And I told you, I told you the Clintons' love for President Obama only goes as far as he is convenient to them and for them. But as soon as it is no longer convenient, they throw President Obama under the bus quite a bit. So we'll discuss that. We'll open up the lines right around 10 o'clock. So if you want to join the conversation, I want you to hold your calls until 10 o'clock, 857-600-0518. You can also join the conversation live on YouTube, and you can also tweet me at the BPD show. All right, let's get this party started. So let me show you how quickly they pivot from caring about what the Black community even thinks or even says. And I don't know if you've seen this yet, but it's kind of revealing. Hang on.
From the time I met her 45 years ago till we talked yesterday, she is the best change maker I have ever known. She always finds a way to make something good happen, to make people feel empowered, to buy people into the process, to make democracy work the way the framers intended for it to work. Now, if you don't believe we can all grow together again, if you don't believe we're ever going to grow again, if you believe it's more important to relitigate the past, there may be many reasons that you don't want to support. But if you believe we can all rise together, if you believe we finally come to the point where we can put the awful legacy of the last 8 years behind us and the 7 years before that, when we were practicing trickle-down economics and no regulation in Washington, which is what caused the crash, then you should vote for her, because she's the only person who basically has good ideas, will tell you how she's going to pay for them, can be commander-in-chief, and is a proven change maker with Republicans and Democrats and independents alike.
All right, so there he is. That's Billary. That's Bill Clinton, and he lumps in now. Prior to coming out of the South, everything President Obama did was as good as gold. There was nothing that President Obama could have done that was wrong by Hillary or by Bill. But as soon as they clear the South, all of a sudden, you know, they start speaking whatever they believe to be true about President Obama in the last 8 years. Now, of course, they're going to come out and say he misspoke or he was talking about something else. But this is the second time, right? This is the second time he referred to President Obama's tenure as less than ideal. Let's just leave it at that. What do you think about that clip in the context?
I'm so happy he did that. I'm so happy he did that. You know why I'm so happy he did that? Because we're still so close to Black people coming out in droves to vote for Hillary Clinton in the South, right? We're still so close, like they went out and voted for Hillary Clinton in Chicago. You know, we're still so close to it. Like, I'm so happy he said, you know, it's the last 8 years is crap. What was Hillary Clinton trying to in the debate with Bernie Sanders? Hillary Clinton said, oh, you know, he talked bad about Obama, and that's not the way I expect a Democrat to talk. You know, and she was so much righteous indignation. And then all of a sudden, here's your husband talking about, yeah, these crappy, these last 8 years, it was kind of trash, you know, just kind of basically just, you know, and I'm just so happy, because I'm so happy that it took them, it didn't even take them long to start showing their true colors. And I know this is so awful. But, you know, it's time. You're going to learn. You know what I mean? It's time to learn. It's time to have a teachable moment, that you can't just go out and vote for people because they're familiar to you or because you're scared of Trump. Like, that's not, like, we have to stop being so risk averse. That's a problem. Like, sometimes you have to take a risk to teach people, like, listen, if we don't do right by the African-American community, they're going to go elsewhere. They're going to leave us. So what happened by going and voting for Hillary is what they basically said is, listen, we still have the African-American community captured, which is basically what what they decided. That's the reason Bill Clinton was able to do what he did in 92, is because they had decided that, listen, the black people can't go anywhere. African Americans can't go anywhere. So we can really disidentify with them and push and use them or whatever, because they have nowhere to go. And so at some point you have to show them we have somewhere to go. And we really did have somewhere to go this time. We had somewhere to pivot, and we didn't do it because of fear and familiarity. And I think that is going to come back to bite us for the next, oh my God, it doesn't matter who gets elected, we're going to get bitten. It doesn't matter if Hillary gets elected, we're going to get it. If Trump gets elected, we're probably going to get it. So either way, we're probably going to get it. So I think we've earned it.